Alrighty, we're back. Everything seems good. Alright, so I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. Police are so lazy. I'm gonna try to read a lot of those, many as I can. Examine the poster. It's a poster of a weekly magazine, and an exaggerated ad slogan is displayed with it. Examine. The department's price is displayed here, so this is how much it costs to live downtown. You know, this game to me really just seems to really exemplify, I want to say dystopia, or the, like, you know, what happens when you have a big economic center of a city like this, you know, and the effects of that are not so wonderful at times, for sure. This is Yonganjaya Station. I don't think I really read that well enough, so, or at least comprehended it well enough, so, the apartment's price is, okay, never mind, it's just a weird little side effect of ADHD. Sometimes you basically forget something you read the moment you are done reading it. Words and things come out of my mouth and they work and stuff. Wow. Okay. Go to the back streets, mother people! We're a lost boy! It's okay, because we're gonna get unlost. Well. Starting today, Sojiro Sakura will be taking care of me. His house should be in the back streets of this residential area. Talking to people. All sorts of people live in the city. Try listening to their conversations or press the X button to talk to them. You might learn something new. Unfriendly officer. Are there friendly ones? Just kidding, I know there are friendly ones. But anyway. Yes? I've met some friendly ones. They're friendly. You know, of course. So, I want to ask for directions? Sorry, never mind. I want to ask for directions. You want to get to the residence at that address? It's an alley a bit further back. Take a right after that apartment with the stairs. Alrighty. Which means, let's actually explore a little more before we do diet. Because there's like some other things to do. People to talk to or listen to, this case, and some others, I do believe. Was there another, accident? I see a policeman over there. Oh, he's just watching to make sure everyone's safe. It'd be scary if something like that happened again, though. Let's hurry home. Yeah, what they're talking about is that, if y'all are new to the game, which I'd recommend playing it instead of watching a Let's Play of it. Especially mine, I'm a nub at it, but, I don't know if I could do the game justice yet. I'm sure one day, but words. Words and things. Yeah, those accidents they're talking about are related to the whole psychotic mental breakdown things that were mentioned in that bus cutscene. But honestly, this officer doesn't seem too unfriendly to me. That's what the first thing I thought. He's unfriendly officer, but the way he gives directions and stuff, it's not really unfriendly to me. It's kind of doing his job and not really in an overly dickish way either, so unfriendly doesn't really seem to fit, in my opinion. But it also might be a translation issue, or more like a localization issue. Might have not come across that way in Japan. Either the name or the way he's talking. The way it did here, I mean. The nameplate here says, or even closed, because there's probably levels of that kind of stuff. But, anyway. The nameplate here says Sakura. It looks like this might be Sojiro Sakura's house. Rang the doorbell. Even after ringing the doorbell, doesn't look like anyone will answer the door. Maybe he's gone out. Looks like no one's home. Parcel delivery man. Oh yeah, Sakura-san's usually at his cafe around this time. Well, it belongs in the back alley, so I should make my other deliveries first. Next, I need to take this package to... Alright, so, we actually need to go to a cafe in the back alley. Thankfully, it's marked with a nice little cup. See that down there? We're just going to head straight there. Things won't be readable fast enough, sadly. The police are so lazy, they're practically not even able to read things well, like, fast enough. Yeah, because I'm lazy. Welcome to my life. I suck at things because I'm lazy. Yeah, totally. Sorry, a lot of salt there. Anyway, I'm sure y'all will hear many rants about that kind of thing at some point or another on this channel. It looks like this place is LeBlanc. I'll go inside. It'd be nice if he told me that, but he probably doesn't really care enough at this point to do so. But he will later. I really like Sakura's character development.
Driven down an opposing lane with its customers still in it. The citizens can't live in peace if this keeps up.
Oh, how frightening.
What could be going on? Didn't something similar happen just the other day?
Vertical is...
And he's just working on his crossword.
Right. They did say that was today.
Well, we'll be going now. The payment's on the table.
Thanks for coming.
This place is in the back alley, so there's no worries of a car crashing in here.
A what now?
There's been a string of those rampage accidents, you know. I just hope that none happen around here.
Yeah.
None of my concern.
We'll see you next time.
Voice acting in these games is always great.
For just a single cup of Joe. So, you're the guy.
Please take care of me.
Uh-huh. I'm Sojiro Sakura. You'll be in my custody over the next year.
And even though I'm smiling, I fucking hate you right now. You'll see what I mean.
I was wondering what kind of unruly kid would show up. You're the one. Have you been told? A customer of mine and your parents know each other.
Yeah, I don't think I've been told anything, dude.
Well, not that that matters. Follow me.
But hey, it is cool that he did this, and the reasons why become clear later.
This is your room. But at least give you sheets for your bed. You look like you want to say something.
Well, I have to choose. Either I can be a dick or not. So I'm gonna not be a dick.
It's on you to clean up the rest.
Yep.
I'll be leaving after I lock up each day. You'll be alone at night, but don't do anything stupid. I'll throw you out if you cause any trouble. Now then, I got the gist of your situation. You protected some woman from a man forcing himself on her. He got injured, then sued you, right? That's what you get for sticking your nose in a matter between two adults. You did injure him, yeah?
You do know that that's like a good thing to do, right? Like I would do the same in Joker's situation. I think a lot of people at least would think they hopefully would. But then I don't know, man. I think again, this kind of thing. Sojiro is just a very disgruntled old man at this point. He's very bitter. And this viewpoint makes so much sense for him having gone through what he's gone through. In retrospect, you know, having played through this game, knowing what he's gone through. And I think, once again, this is kind of a commentary on probably how Japan is in real life right now. Because I've actually watched a video from one of the developers, and he was talking about that the whole studio was kind of trying to put their a lot of, you know, the things that they're thinking and their problems with Japanese society into this is it's kind of part of the gist I got from it, you know. They were kind of expressing themselves through this game, expressing all their feelings and their disgruntlements and such. And I think Sojiro is a character that definitely sprang very easily out of those things, probably more than anything else. At least a lot of the way his character is, especially at the beginning of the game. But he warms up to, and I love that too, like I said. And it's a gradual thing. It's really rewarding when it starts happening, but regardless.
And now that you've got a criminal record, you were expelled from your high school. The courts ordered you to transfer and move out here, which your parents also approved. In other words, they got rid of you for being a pain in the ass.
Jesus,
Best
dude.
do not talk about anything unnecessary. I am in the restaurant business, you know. Behave yourself for the year. Nothing happens, your probation will be lifted.
Whole year.
Cause any problems, and you'll be sent straight to juvie.
Yes, I know, you've said that about 1 billion times now.
We'll be going
And you'll be saying it some more. And so will everyone else for this whole first arc. God damn it. I really feel like the level of repetition is unnecessary, but in retrospect, it does set the tone of like, hey, no one likes you here. And then you start getting into other misfits, getting, to know other misfits, which, people don't like around here. They're misfits. And, well, they become your friends. And one of the girls can become your lover, too. Or several of them, but I don't do that. So, you fall in with misfits, and that starts other misfits, and that starts the whole thing. The whole game, and it's just, man, I love this game and its themings, especially because I'm not like a lawbreaker or anything. I've never been in a situation like this kid has been in at this point in my life, however, and I may never, or I might, who knows, life is interesting. I use words to make sense of things. It just sometimes that's a little difficult. I forgot what I was. No, I didn't. I can definitely understand being a misfit. I have a lot of interest. I have a lot of just odd viewpoints, mannerisms, and I've always had a little bit of trouble with social cues. I've always had a little bit of trouble paying attention, focusing. I've always had extreme anxiety, but I've been able to work on that a lot. Because saying I've always had it, I started to realize after a while that yes, the anxiety is there, and it might always be there at the levels it's there. But what's beautiful is you can start negating its actual effects on you, negating its ability to paralyze you, to keep you from doing things, to make you hide, to blah 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 blah. And at that point, the anxiety becomes an excitement that gradually fades away instead of something that is crippling. But it took years for me to get there, but it's awesome that it's a thing. It's beautiful to me that it's a thing. Regardless, friendos, let's keep going. Shujin
Academy, the school you'll be attending.
Okay, gotcha. Don't have to be a dick about it. Except he will be a dick about everything for a while. Alrighty.
There's rarely a place that'll accept someone like you,
Dude, shut the fuck up. Though he won't, sadly. Everyone will be on my case except for pretty much most of the game, except for the people that start to warm up to us, including one of the teachers that initially are doing the same thing everyone else is. But I really like that. And I've had a similar experience of life and relationships, and especially in high school, like this guy. There are a lot of people that seem to avoid me or have a bad opinion about me or blah blah blah, partly because I tended to actually, and you know what, there's later comments that really hit home with me. I think that's part of why this game speaks to me so much, because later he'll have comments in the halls about, man, who knows, he might flip out on us. And you know what, that used to be me. I used to have, okay, I still kind of have to a degree, but not when I'm here playing a game, so y'all don't have to worry about that. But around other people, I have a hair trigger problem where I'll get angry about things. Oftentimes I don't really know what it is. Oftentimes it will be this automatic trigger. I'll hit myself or the floor or scream. And oftentimes I think it's literally just other people's emotions are getting to me. I think that's usually what it is. That's just how sensitive I am. It's just this hair trigger reaction. And I don't know how to stop it once it starts, and I don't know how to stop it from starting either. And I've been able to, I don't think I've been able to negate it. I've just been able to avoid it more. But this game really hits home for me because there's been a lot of little things that have added up to a lot of people just deciding I'm a piece of trash. At least it feels that way, even if they haven't. And some of them have said it to my face, essentially, not in those words, but by being complete fucking pieces of shit to me. But regardless, let's not ramble on about my life, but continue the game for now.
What a waste of my Sunday.
The point is, I fucking really identify with this protagonist. Ay.
Your luggage arrived earlier. I left them over there.
Should check out what's in here. Is there a save point? I would hope there is, but I don't think there is right now. I don't know. I just tend to need to play these in chunks because I'm anxious because I'm putting myself out there by recording these and uploading them. But hey, it keeps me doing it, and I still get a lot of joy and satisfaction from doing this. So, and I hope to give the same to a lot of people, and maybe some understanding, some same bro, you know, some other things that might help you, maybe some advice for your life, or, you know, like, I'd really like to help people, or just, you know, a feeling of, hey, he's kind of like me. I'd love people to gravitate toward that, because I feel like a lot of us computer nerds, let's be honest, that's what I am. Yeah, we have a lot of the same issues, the anxiety and the etc. etc. It's a cardboard box sent from back home. It's full of clothes and daily necessities. I'll change into more comfortable clothes for now. Alrighty. Sofa. Examine it. Sofa's covered in dust. It looks like I can still use it, but I'll have to clean it first. Messy table. It's a table covered in dust and other things. Mostly old newspapers and books, looks like. If I draw a line in dust with my finger, it'll probably be really easy to see. Oof. Start cleaning first. Okay. Well, cleany, clean, 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 clean. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. It's late. It seems like I've been cleaning for a while. Yep.
Seriously.
The heck, I heard you making all sorts of noises up here, but I didn't think you were cleaning. Well, I mean, if I'm gonna live here. Actually, the place doesn't look too bad. Now, it's only actually you want to keep your room tidy. Yeah, exactly. Why don't you go to bed for tonight? You don't have anything better to be doing, right? I'm gonna close up shop and get out of here myself.
I'm gonna head back then.
I won't be the one looking after you if you get sick from staying up too late. You got that? I mean, you're gonna be the one looking out for me anyway, because you're the only one doing it. So I don't know what that came from. Unless you literally just stop checking in on me. That's ridiculous. But hey, sleeping in your bed will move you forward one day. I don't think he's gonna do that. He's just trying to lead by example and not have to do too much with me right now. And I understand that, because I get that mentality. A lot of people have used that with me, because I'm too much for people sometimes. You know what the reason is? Because people are too much for me. Literally just the presence of anyone else, no matter how much I love that fucking person, you know? And that's what I've started to realize over the years, is that I am just the way that I am because of the fact that I am extremely sensitive. All of the bad habits I've made over the years have been to comfort myself from that, or at least that's what it seems like. That's what it seems at least one of the reasons are. And because of that, I'm starting to really get to a point where maybe I'll never be able to literally never feel like I'm never doing anything wrong. In fact, that's probably not human to expect myself anything like that of myself. But I used to, and then just continue to do more wrong things because the wrong things I was doing were all to protect myself from the anxiety that I was increasing by expecting myself to do more. And I don't know, this game just kind of reminded me of that, just with the events happening. And I think this is the kind of game I should talk to like this about. And some people might not enjoy this in a Let's Play, but I'm a deep person. And I think there's a lot of other deep gamers out there, especially that play these kinds of games, these deep RPGs with deep stories, deep mechanics. There has to be a lot of deep people who play these games. So I hope to reach them with my deepness, because I feel like there's too many Let's Players that just are very surface level, just here to entertain you people. That I just want something deeper from my entertainment, and I always gravitate towards the entertainment. Not always, but a lot of times I gravitate towards the entertainment that is deeper and more substantial. Other times it's entertainment that just really hits a sweet emotional spot with me. Regardless, friendos, let's keep going. Time is limited. Think carefully about your schedule before you act. Alrighty. Can I save? I might be able to save before I go to bed, and I kind of want to stop recording right now. Starting today, this is my room. Change and go to sleep, motherfucker! Fuckity fuck! Fuckity fuck! By the way, I will be cussing. I don't see a reason to stop cussing. Like, I have decided that my YouTube channel is mature. It is for mature audiences. So why the fuck should I fucking stop cussing if you fucking don't like me fucking cussing so much? And I won't intentionally cuss that much. You probably have realized that by now. But sometimes I will. But if it really bothers you, then you shouldn't be here. I tend to cuss a lot, and I tend to reserve the right to do that. You know why? Because it's emotional expression. And I feel like that's an extremely important thing that more people need to be fucking aware of, goddammit. So let's keep going. Criminal record.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Still, I couldn't just let that go. Yeah, I wouldn't either. At least I'd like to think I wouldn't, but how are we gonna act in the actual moment? We only know by experiencing it, huh? That day, I had to go home early. Flashback time. I can hear a man and a woman arguing in the distance. I think they're just up ahead.
Stop it! Let me go. No!
Don't give me that shit.
Looks like that drunk man is bothering that woman.
No! Please stop!
She's in danger. I have to save her.
What a waste of time. You think you're worth causing me trouble? Huh?
I'll call the police!
Call them if you want. The police are my bitches. They're not gonna take you seriously.
No! Stop!
Someone called the cops, huh? Get in the car. Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country. What are you looking at? Get out of my face. This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. See? This is all because you're so damn slow. Get in the car.
And then you knock the motherfucker in the face, which is perfect. That is what you should do in that situation, because fuck him. It's that weird app that somehow ended up on my phone. That kind of looks almost like an eye. I thought I deleted it. It's so creepy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My eyelids are starting to get heavy. Sleepy Durgan gonna sleep. Sleepy Durgan can sleep, friends. Sleepy Durgan can sleep. Wow. And he can wake up in a weird cell, because Persona. The sound design is fucking brilliant in these cutscenes. The sound in general, of course, is. But the way the chains rattle and echo like that voice echoing, also the colors, the art design, the shadowing, the glowing light, just so damn beautiful. And really setting the tone of this place, which is being trapped in your fucking mind. Literally. It's a great metaphor for how a lot of people live and how I think I used to live. For sure. I don't anymore, though. It's hard to explain how, but I don't. I know I don't. And it's fucking beautiful. My life is way better because of it. A lot of people just kind of mindlessly live like that, though.
Welcome to my velvet room.
Hello, Igor. You shouldn't have that deep a voice. Anyone who's played Persona 4 should know that.
So you've come too, inmate. The you in reality
3 as
is
well, I
currently
think.
fast asleep. You are only experiencing this as a dream. You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight.
Welcome. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. I am Igor, the master of this place. Remember it well. I summoned you to speak of important matters. It involves your life as well.
Important matters?
Still, this is a surprise. The state of this room reflects the state of your own heart. To think a prison would appear as such. You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you.
Oofle. Ruin?
I speak of the end to everything. However, there is a means to oppose such a fate. You must be rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin. Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world?
Wait, what?
You didn't decline. Very well. That is enough. Allow me to observe the path of your rehabilitation. Pardon me for not introducing the others. To your right is Caroline. To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Ha! Try and struggle as hard as you like. The duty of wardens is to protect inmates. We are also your collaborator. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion. Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again, eventually.
Time's up. Now hurry up and go back to sleep.
By the way, that music, I've always loved it so much. It hadn't gotten old in 3 games. I know it's in 4. I don't remember if it's in 3. I'm pretty sure it's in 3 too, though. 3-2. In 3. Persona 3. A strange dream. Ruin, rehabilitation. What does it mean?
Hey.
Looks like you're up.
Well,
Well, then let's go introduce ourselves properly to staff about your transfer. School you're attending is in the Aoyama district. It'll cost you a bit to ride the train there, and the route transfers are a pain. I'll drive you there, but just for today, let's go.
jeez.
Sheesh, men aren't usually allowed in my passenger seat, because I'm a fucking pickup artist, motherfucker. I only allow women I'm gonna fuck in my passenger seat. Now, I don't know if that's exactly where he's going with it, but that's what I heard the first time, and my first impression of him was this womanizing dickhead. And he's actually not really like that at all.
Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happens to you.
Fuck you, dude.
Just don't cause me any trouble.
I'm trying not to, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Like, I know Sojo is a better person than this, but this kind of behavior, I'm not going to just not react the right way to this.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will immediately be expelled if you cause any problems.
Or at least the way that I felt like I should have reacted when I was a kid, not put up with this shit, because I used to put up with it.
Honestly, I hesitated on accepting someone like you, but there were some circumstances on our side.
By the way, I'll also be yelling nasty things at this fucker, too.
You might have done a variety of things in hiding in your hometown, but you will behave yourself here.
Nah, I won't, fuck you.
If you are thrown out from our school, there will be no place for you to go. Keep that in mind.
I mean, I will behave, but like, I don't know, I just wanted to say that, because I'm just so done with people acting like this, because people have acted like this to me, and the things I was known for, I always did on a hair trigger, and I felt like I had literally zero control of it for until very recently, when I realized I could control it by avoiding, and that's the only control I've been able to really find, except for sometimes I'm in a better place to not act like that. And I still haven't figured out what that is, or else I'd be like that all the damn time. And so people acting like this triggers me, in general. So it's really satisfying when we start to get to act against some of these people.
This is the teacher in charge of your class.
I'm Sadayo Kawakami. Here's your student ID. Be sure to read the school rules. Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office. And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all. That is your promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
But really though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
Right in front of his face, really? Are you gonna... See, I like her later, because again, she changes as a character. And I like the change she goes through. But... right in front of his face? That's fucking... Ugh! That's the kind of shit people have said in front of my face, and I just wanted to fucking sock them. There was this one time, okay, story time, alright? This reminds me of something. There was this one time in high school, okay? I was a super spazzy kid. I acted out for attention a lot. I've learned to not do a lot of those things, you know, of course. You know, I've really changed and become a better person since then, but I used to act out for attention a lot. I had trouble practicing in class. I had trouble practicing. I had trouble you know, paying attention in class sometimes, but when I really got down to it, I was in focus mode, and I actually would do good work sometimes, and there's this one time, you know, I was not in that focus mode. I was in silly mode because that's how I got through school, I think, is a part of that. But regardless, that science class that I was in at that time, I think this was freshman year of high school. Or was it middle school? I think it was middle school. I think it was like 7th or 8th grade. It was middle school. And there was a few altercations I had in that science class, I remember. I didn't like it at all. Okay, I did. I actually had a lot of fun in there. I had a lot of fun in general, you know, but, and I tried to have a lot of fun with life, because I feel like it just shouldn't be taken so seriously. And I really feel like school just has this way of trying to suck the life out of you, and it's not necessary. You can still make a living and be a goofball, come on. Regardless, basically, I just remember this one time, we were doing basically a test thing with partners. And I was being spazzy, you know. And, you know, maybe I kind of deserved this at the time to some degree, one could say. Like, I'll be honest about that. Because, you know, At this point, I was rather spazzy, and I probably wasn't really being overall too much help to him, but I probably could have if I buckled down. But basically, my partner looked over to the team across the way and be like, "Hey, can I have some help here? I'm one person here." He said that, and that really fucking hurt me. And these kinds of people, you know, a lot of people might read this, might hear this happen and be like, God, people like this don't exist in real life. This is too harsh. No, people like this exist in real life. Fuck them sometimes. Like, to be honest, man.
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind if we get going? I got a store to get back to.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on him. Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Come to the faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
And you're not? Okay, less so than them, but you're still treating me like one, dude. But honestly, no, I wouldn't say, it doesn't feel to me like you're treating me any less of a nuisance than they are, dude. You don't have any fucking right to say that. Because that's what it means to have a criminal record. Yeah. Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. Yeah, that's really fucking obvious. You didn't have to point it in my face when you've been throwing it at me like dirt all fucking day already, dude. By the way, if you get expelled now, it has to... Yeah! Yes! Holy shit! Yes, I've got it! You've said it too many times already! I wasn't thinking I would get this irate about this. But I think it's because I'm recording and I'm deciding to just open up my brain and let it be here for y'all, because this is therapy for me. And if people enjoy this, it might be therapy for someone else too. Especially some of the things I'm touching on. So I think this is extremely necessary. I would like this channel to become a mental health focused gaming channel. And a just generally getting by in this world as a misfit type channel. And not just getting by, but fucking thriving. Because I'm working on it, and I'm definitely thriving more than I was before. I can tell you that. Right up top. It's beautiful. Oh, be careful, dude. Come on. School never changes, huh? Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Hey.
I will agree with him on that one. Come on, we're going home. Hopefully getting to a save point, because I think I might actually quit for now. Who knows? I might actually just I might actually just get sucked into this, but I think what I'll do is I'll just actually just continue this later.
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
Why in the world was someone like that admitted here?
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
I would have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
Wow. And if you think this is an egoic statement, just you fucking wait. This motherfucker. Welcome to the most hated villain in the game, even though he's only the first one, people. I don't think that's even a spoiler. At least it won't be later. And if y'all are new to this game, you shouldn't be watching this, IMO. But regardless.
That's certainly true.
Be careful, okay? Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
You all would. You've all said that to him many times, and you'll say it to his face too, I'm sure.
Well, I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school.
Except tomorrow he'll be super late and you'll be super pissed about it, so... Fuck you, Miss Hypocrite. Although, granted, you know, he did show up eventually. That might be what she's really angry about, but... anyway.
Still, that isn't something I should be saying.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking shut up. Like, at this point... Like, I apologize for the venom I'm spewing here, but... I'm already emotionally invested in this game. I'm emotionally invested very much in the main character's position because I've been in similar. Especially all throughout high school. All throughout school. Definitely. Entirely school. But I feel like I felt it more in high school and middle school. Because as a kid, I was so naive I didn't realize that people were complete assholes to me. Anyway.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself.
Except you fucking soak it in, dude. Look at that fucking grin.
We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true.
And the whole spewing venom at the track team thing, too. Fuck this guy and fuck everyone, and just like... I'm middle fingering the screen. I need a webcam so I can just show you that I'm middle fingering these characters. Because that's a thing I tend to do.
Why'd it have to be my class?
Traffic's not moving at all. You're taking the train starting tomorrow. So, how was it? The school, I mean. Think you can manage?
Seems fun.
Do you even understand your situation?
I do, but a lot of times, just like him, I act like everything's cool because that helps me feel like everything's cool, you know? Or a lot of times I'm just kind of in my own little world and I think everything is cool because I'm not paying attention to the shit. So.
Still, you were expelled once already. I think you'd re-enroll in a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you.
They should be, though.
It was like at school. People might say stuff about me in the future, too.
Fuck you, dude. It's not about you. You did this not for yourself. Fuck you. Seriously, you know I never really actually did anything wrong, don't you? Like, okay, he stops pissing me off and actually starts really being an awesome character to me later, but in the beginning of the game, he's a piece of shit to you. God. More than anyone else because he's around the most to be a piece of shit. That's a really good question.
And I just happened to agree to it. I've already been paid for it too, after all.
A subway has derailed at Shibuya Station, greatly affecting the timetable all across the...
Oh, another accident.
And also, this is kind of nostalgic to me, honestly. Just sitting in the car chilling while my parent or someone talks about something.
So that's why
Oftentimes, angrily.
There's been a lot of those lately.
Yep. And we'll learn the reasoning behind those. It's a bit spoopy. And by the reasoning, we mean the cause. Speaking of accidents. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of the cause, here's how it looks. It's terrifying, ain't it?
We're experiencing technical difficulties in the lower line.
I don't have a visual
Holy shiznit. Yeah. Every single time I see that, no less impactful to me.
The engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
Now on to our main story. With this derailment accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among the general public. Just what could be causing such a drastic change so suddenly in these people? SNN.
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct?
Yeah, and in this case, that's true.
Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
See, he doesn't seem like a bad person from here, but I think you find it out otherwise later. Except, well, he's also trying to get her to go out with coffee with him, which, you know, might just be a friendly business thing. But it felt like he meant it as more of a romantic thing.
Did you ask for me?
Speaking of that.
Not quite. I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss this over sushi?
Yeah, this is the second person that asked her out in the past 5 minutes. But hey, it worked.
Jeez.
I think there'd be that much traffic. What a waste of time. Wasn't able to open the cafe today.
Well,
Whatever. Just head upstairs. There's somebody to give you.
talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved.
Oof.
It's a diary. Make sure you write in it. You may be under probation. There's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is. However, I'm obligated to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities.
Alright.
Hey, what's up?
And that's the save function there, that journal.
I'm about to leave right now. Don't worry. I'll be there in no time. Huh?
Hmm.
I'll see you soon. Well, I'm off. I'll lock the place up. So do whatever you want for the rest of the night. Oh, but don't mess up my store. If something goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops.
Of course, yes, we've heard this song and dance.
Better head off to bed, right?
By the way, at first I thought that was a romantic connotation. You're actually able to later be like, a girlfriend of yours? But it's actually not a girlfriend of his. It's his daughter. It's I love that. By the way, Futaba is a big yeet. Again, spoilers all over the ass everywhere. That's probably so apparent by now that I just went ahead and said it. I should do as I'm told for now. Okay. I should write down what happened today in my diary. Saving! Oh, the save function! The thing I will abuse the fuck out of, like every video game ever. You can save your game by pressing the options button, and you can also spam that for eternity and a half, and I will do that. When you see the button command in the lower left, you can save it at any time. Preferably every about 0.5 seconds. Okay, no, that's not the last joke I'm gonna make about that. Huh? I don't know, Mom. Nope. Go away. Apologies, friends. Should rest up. Alright. Most of the items are just lying on the ground at display. I can barely even see the floor. Alright. Options button. Save! Yeah!